overall you could say I'm running smoothly and paving the way for the Kusama parachains on Polkadot. After a little more chaos, are the words from the Kusama devs on their latest tweet. And in today's video, we'll take a look at the latest updates from Kusama, Moonbeam, Darwinia, and Phala Network. And before we get in, if you're new here, my name is Claudio and this is CryptoChain. And on this channel, I cover crypto news, reviews, tutorials, and interviews with a major focus on the Polkadot and Kusama ecosystem. So if you want to learn more from these two awesome ecosystems, please make sure to hit that subscribe button and enable notifications to not miss the next video I upload that may interest you. Now, to get into the Kusama's update, now 6 parachains are already connected to the Kusama ecosystem, and the developers' main areas of interest are candidate production stability, approval voting stats, network connectivity, and load. Now, one of the interesting points that have been raised in this report by Polkadot and Kusama co-founder Robert Habermeyer is that both Shiden Network and Phala Network are generating a lot more noise compared to other parachains, as we can see in this image. Now, this is of course in terms of network resources from their block production rate of 3.2% for Shiden Network and 2.4% for Phala Network, when the ideal block producing rate should be 2%. Now, all these parachains are secured by the same validator set and are set by random validators. There should be no major discrepancies in the service provided by the validators to the parachains. Now, to get into the technicals, which I think are important and also answer our questions as to the delay we may face before the second batch of Kusama crowd loans begin, the finality lag graph from the article shows the logarithmic scale, the maximum and average opinion on how many blocks should lag behind the head of the relay chain finality. Now, each validator has its own opinion based on the validator's perception of the approval status of each parachain block referenced by the relay chain. Most of the time, this is between 2 and 5. However, it occasionally jumps up to 50, so that is the scary bit. Now, these incidents are somewhat alarming, and this is a failsafe at 50 blocks, which is clearly being hit very occasionally, once every few weeks. Now, these finality stall incidents are being investigated at the moment, and they will propose a solution to governance to resolve the issue in advance of the Polkadot parachain launch. And with that last sentence, we pretty much got our answer, right? The Kusama parachain auctions batch 2 won't be ready this month, since it will take the devs some time to investigate, propose a solution, and wait for the governance vote. Now, so we do have plenty of time to stack up that sweet KSM. Now, one interesting piece of information that I learned from this report is that each parachain produces 1 block for every 2 relay chain blocks on Kusama. Now, one of the other issues that's worth mentioning, which was raised in the report, is that some validators are underconnected whilst others are overconnected. So no wonder we should expect chaos from Kusama, right? Now,
BitSwap is the hottest new way to trade tokens. Crawling all the top decentralized exchanges, BitSwap will get you the very best price and value for your trades. BitSwap is changing the game. Try it now at bitswapdex.com.
Next, let's talk about the Moonbeam Take Flight event, which has recently been announced by the Moonbeam Foundation, where you as an investor get a chance to obtain some Glimmer tokens ahead of the Polkadot crowd loans for maybe a lower price, but we don't know what exactly that price will be. Now, what we do know though is that 80 million Glimmer will be allocated to the Take Flight event. Remember that they have redenominated their total supply from 10 million to 1 billion to match with Polkadot. Now, if you are interested, as always, this isn't financial advice, so always do your own research before deciding to take part in any kind of crowd sale. But it will begin on the 7th of September, so there's plenty of time to prepare. They do accept the 2 major stablecoins, USDT and USDC, as well as Ethereum and Bitcoin, and the price will be the same across all 3 different rounds of the event. Now, talking about rounds, there's round 1 for the community early access. I knew that Moonriver crowdloan would come in handy someday, and here it is, all those great rewards of 15 plus MOVR tokens for each 1 KSM contributed, and now we also get the guaranteed allocation to the Moonbeam Take Flight event. Also, ambassadors, Moonbeam Polkapet holders, and other key project supporters qualify. Then there's the second round for the community, and round 1 participants that didn't make it can qualify for this one as well as social media members from Telegram and Discord. Now for round 3, it will also be on a first come first serve basis, but we don't have any more details from now. So are you hyped up about the Moonbeam Take Flight event, or will you wait for the Polkadot crowd loans? Now personally, I'm waiting for the Polkadot crowd loans because this way I know that I'm only loaning my crypto and not giving it away forever. But that's just my personal preference. And who knows, perhaps the rewards may be the same, though I think that the Take Flight event may reward investors a bit more than the crowd loan for obvious reasons. You're paying and not loaning. But to move on, remember Darwinia Network? Of course, how could you forget, right? Now both Ring and Katon have performed amazingly well in the last couple of days with over 2x gains from the bottom of the market when we had that recent crash. So I'm sure the Darwinia community must be delighted, right? Also, their Canary Network token C-Ring has also performed really well. So I wonder if the sudden price growth had something to do with their announcement from back at the end of July when they announced that over 10 projects will be joining the NFT land auction in the Metaverse Evolution Land game, which is very popular amongst Darwinians. And one thing to note here in this image is that Crust, Phala Network and Aster Network, previously known as Plasm, are taking part in Evolution Land. So should you be bullish? Of course. Now perhaps, but I'm also curious to know, do you own any land in Evolution Land? Drop me a comment below to let me know and tell me how much is your land worth. Last but not least, we got some updates today from Phala Network as they're progressing with their testnet ahead of the Polkadot parachain auctions. Now, they've launched Para1 on testnet and they've updated their wiki for Para1, and they've launched a mining management tool called Stake Pool. The idea here is that there is going to be a bridge between the ERC20 token version of Phala Network and Kala on Substrate, which we've already received in our Polkadot.js wallets, by the way, so please check your wallets. They've also done a Kala parachain upgrade and have reduced the fees on Kala Network by 10x, with the remaining fees getting directed into the treasury. So they're currently working on testing the second token bridge, Kala to ETH, tracking the progress of the token bridge and fixing issues discovered in Para1. That's been it from today's video from Polkadot and Kusama's Eco Update. I hope you enjoyed the video and learned something new. And as always, if you enjoyed it, please hit that like button and drop me a comment below if you have any questions or just have something to say about the video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.